Hello, you guys. Happy Monday. How are you? If you guys remember, if you've been here since before the new year, you guys remember my goal for 2019 was to drink more water. It's snowing and I'm really not okay with it. Ugh! Okay. If you are watching the recording, then you can probably skip through a couple of minutes, but I'm going to just let people jump on live. Hello. Hi, Selena. You guys, I am riding the struggle bus the last few weeks, not intentionally. I do all of the things to keep my mindset good. Hello, Alicia. But my energy level is literally like non-existent. Like I feel like I could fall asleep. My workouts have been terrible. For about 3 weeks now. Hello. So I don't know what's going on. I think I have low iron. Hello. Hi, Jen. But yeah, so anyways, I am like, and I tried to do this video earlier before noon, like I said I was going to. But here we are. So if I'm not super jumpy all around, then you know why, because I don't know what's going on, but I have like not enough energy for me, let alone to give. Hello, everybody. Okay, so I'm gonna dive in. This is not super complicated. It is not gonna be long, but I mean, it's me, so probably I can drag out a 1-minute conversation into a 20-minute video, but I will promise not to do that. I will make this max 10 minutes, but I just want to give you guys some really simple ideas and tools for journaling. And for me, if you are somebody who, okay, let me retract. There are 2 things that I think that we should do in some way, shape, or form in order to impact our mindsets. So the Happy Life Project, the purpose behind this project is to get you using your mindset and clearing your mindset, cleaning up the thoughts and the pathways that you have right now, using strategies and actually working through specific things, blocks. You'll hear me say things like blocks, limiting beliefs. If you listen to my podcast, I talk a lot about those too. Limiting beliefs, blocks, desires, goals, all of those things. You have them without, whether you realize it or not, and we want you to become more self-aware. I guess at the end of the day, that's the purpose behind really honing into your mindset, is becoming more self-aware. And the more self-aware you are, the better you can be happy, healthy, energized. The closer you can get to your success, because you understand certain things about yourself. You understand your limiting beliefs, which are these lies that you tell yourself over and over and over again of why you can't accomplish something. Understanding what you actually want. What's the goal that you have? What do I actually truly want to accomplish? Whether that's in your health, your fitness, your business, your career, your schooling, it doesn't matter what it is in your life. Whatever it is that you have a goal for, I want to do this, understanding that that is a desire. That is something, like, you desire to do this. I want to go get a pedicure. That's a desire that I have. Whether it's like, we need to eliminate this idea that it is right and wrong to desire something. It is right and wrong to want something. You can have whatever the heck you want. You can have and do and want and create and accomplish and desire whatever it is that comes up. And those desires, those things that you want to accomplish, to do, to go, to be, whatever it is, those are on purpose. And those things are always okay and always right. And it's when we are not self-aware that we will quickly shut down those things. We will judge those things and we will talk ourselves out of it. And the more self-aware that you can be, the more aware of your mind, your thoughts, your beliefs, what you want, why you want it, and how you can accomplish it, the more aware you are of those things, the better outcome you have, and the more you will accomplish what you actually truly want to do. Hello, Morgan. Hello. Hi, everybody. Okay, so For me, there are two things that I personally do in order to really hone into my mindset and like hear my own voice. I want you to hear your own voice. I want you to start being okay with hearing the thoughts that you are having. So journaling and meditation. Jess went over meditation. She walked you through a meditation. If you haven't watched that, then go do that. But meditation is something that came into my life a couple of years ago when I read the book, The Universe Has Your Back. If you haven't read that book already, or you haven't gotten it, go and get it. It changed everything for me. It was such a pivotal action that I took, and it has literally changed everything for me, and I absolutely loved that book. That's really where like the spiritual aspect of things, like you don't have to be religious to be spiritual. You don't have to believe in something so specific. Whatever your beliefs are, it's yours. That's like really what spirituality is. Yes, it's on the book list. Put it to the top. This book is so good. I actually have it on Audible. So if you don't have the time, let's say, to read a book consistently, then my suggestion is get Audible. There's audible.ca for Canada. There's audible.com for the US. But you can get Audible and you can listen to a book. You get your first book free. So I actually got that book for free. It's a 30-day free trial and you get a credit. So you get one book for free. And after the 30 days, you get another credit. And I did that for over a year. I used Audible. So I was reading books or listening to books all the time. I have re-listened to that book like probably over 10 times. I love it. And I used my meditation process started by listening to that book. So I wouldn't necessarily, if you're new to meditation, you don't have to be somebody who sits in this position, right, in order to meditate. That doesn't have to be the way that it is. You can just listen and practice the action of listening to a meditation. Go on Spotify and just type in morning meditation. There are apps that you can use for morning meditation. So the first thing that I would suggest, which is why Jess went first, is meditation. Because meditation is this action of getting quiet with your thoughts, hearing the voice that is inside your head, listening to it, and practicing and being good at slowing it down, quieting your mind, and being still, being in a position of I can sit still. Start slow and progress. Journaling, I believe, is the process of releasing toxic BS crap that's in your head. For me, journaling is a meditative action for me. I am a pen to paper person. I am a hands-on learner. So for me, meditation's awesome, but I like to meditate and I will listen to meditations while I'm walking my dog. Or I will listen to a meditation while I'm journaling. Or I will do a meditation, but then I take it to journaling afterwards. And so for me, I like journaling because it is a visual, tangible tool for me to see and feel what it is that I'm thinking. Now, when I started, I did not journal the way that I do now. But I'm going to walk you through a process, an action step. And after this video, I have actually created a document that you can use that has like journal prompts. So like 4 different journal prompts plus some affirmations. And the reason why journaling is so good for you. So as a beginner, all I want you to start doing with your journal is starting to be thankful and practice the state of gratitude. So when you are in a state of gratitude, you're in a state of joy, and you can't have yucky feelings when you're in a state of joy. They just don't go together. You can't have like fear and joy together. You have joy or you have fear or ego or negativity. You have positivity, joy, happiness, gratitude, all of those states. They can't exist, or fear can't exist when joy is available. So getting into a practice of being in a state of joy or gratitude is it's just me, Brody, I'm sorry. is so critical to you feeling better, to you feeling mentally stronger and more capable. Brody. Sorry, you guys. So practicing getting yourself in a state of joy, in a mental state of gratitude, of happiness, of joy, can kill that fear. Now, whether that kills it for a long time or just 30 seconds, that's okay. Because the more you practice that, the faster you will get at shifting from a state of happiness and joy to, or from fear to that state of happiness, joy. And that can be applied to any area of your life. That can be applied to you in your health and fitness. That can be applied to you in your schooling. That can be applied to you in parenting. That can be applied to you in your career goals, in your life goals. Whatever it is that you want to do, when you are thinking about accomplishing blank goal, then you are either feeling, I can't have it because of X, Y, and Z, or you're like, fuck yeah, I can have this because of X, Y, and Z. And being in that state of, yeah, hell yes, I can have this, of I'm so grateful for what I have right now, you attract what you put out. So every single thing that you are saying that is either positive or negative, think about it like that. You are either positive or negative. And what you are putting out, positive or negative, is what you're going to get back. The more you are in a state of positivity, of gratitude, of happiness, joy, love, appreciation, thankful, accomplishing goals, excited, you're going to put that out, you're going to attract more of that to you. And the practice of writing down things that you are grateful for and then moving into my steps that I use journaling for is going to attract great things into your life. And that is being more aware of what's happening in your mind. Does that make sense? Give me a heart, love, if that makes sense, whether you are watching live or the recording. Now, number one, for the beginner, you are going to write every single day. You're going to pick a notebook. Right now, this is my notebook. It is just like I think my mom bought it for me. It's just a notebook. I love elephants. And I write the date at the top of the page. That's it. I just write the date at the top of the page. And I will write 10 things that I am grateful for. So at the top of the page, it says, I am grateful for, and you're going to list out 10 things. Start with 5. If you're feeling like coming up with things to be thankful for is really hard, then that's okay. It's okay. But you gotta write them down, okay? So you're gonna write down like 5 or 10 things that you are so grateful for, that you are happy for, and they don't need to be big, extravagant things. You guys, so many times I will write down things like, I am grateful for water. I am grateful for a water bottle that I like to drink out of. I am grateful for the extra 10 minutes of sleep that I got this morning. I am so grateful for a husband who loves and appreciates me even during craziness. I am so grateful to be a dog mom. I am so grateful for Brody himself. I am so grateful for the sun shining. It doesn't need to be big, extravagant things. You don't need to say things like, I am so grateful for my house that I live in. I will say things like, I am so grateful for my office space. I'm so grateful for the Happy Life Club. That's on my list all the time, the Vibe Tribe. You can be as grateful, you could be grateful for anything, big, small, it does not matter. But write it down and notice the feeling that you get when you write down something that you are appreciative of. What is that feeling? Is it like a tingly, like excitement feeling? Is it appreciation? Is it the sense of calm that runs through you? What is that feeling that you get when you write something that you are thankful for or grateful for or appreciative of? What is something that you recognize, and how does it make you feel that you have that in your life? That's the beginner. I want you to do that for 30 days. Consistently. If you miss a day, forgive yourself and move forward. Keep going. Don't restart all the time. You can't restart over and over and over again. You just got to keep going. But keep doing it for 30 days. Do as many times as you can in 30 days, writing out a gratitude list. Now, If you're like, okay, well, I'm not gonna write it out all the time, that's totally fine. One of the things that I do when I am in a great state of alignment, when I am in such a good mental space, I will wake up and I open my eyes, and the first thing that I do is I think to myself 5 things that I'm thankful for. I'm thankful for my dog. I'm thankful to be awake. I'm thankful for that salt lamp that's right there. I'm thankful for this bed, and I'm thankful for this home. Immediately, I am in a state of joy, because that feeling of being like, oh my God, I have so many cool things in my life right now. It doesn't matter what is going on. It doesn't matter that I feel like shit every day, that I am so tired every day, that I feel behind, that I'm frustrated, that I'm this, that I'm that, that I'm this. It doesn't matter, because I am in a state of excitement, of joy, of appreciation, and those things can't exist while I'm in this state of happiness. Does that make sense? So constantly be shifting into that state of gratitude, into that state of appreciation, just by journaling out things that you are happy for. So you can think them to yourselves. You can write it in your phone. You can write it on just a little sticky note. You can write it on a whiteboard. I don't care where you journal. I just want you to do it, okay? Then the next step is you're going to start writing out goals that you have for yourself and that you want to accomplish. But you're not going to write the goals in I want them as if they're in the future. I want you to write out your goals as if they are happening. They are guaranteed, as if I were to give you this big long checklist and said, if you, whatever you write on this piece of paper, I am X, Y, and Z, I have X, Y, and Z, I am making X, Y, and Z, you write that out on this magic piece of paper, and every single one of them is coming true. What would you want? What do you want to accomplish? What do you want to have in your life? What do you want to do? What do you want to feel? Where do you want to go? What do you want to be? What do you want? And write it out as if it is happening, as if it is a guarantee to happen. That's the way that I want you to start to journal. And then the advanced version of journaling is starting to break down the blocks and limiting beliefs. So those toxic, judgmental things that you think, like, for example, I want to lose 10 pounds. Then that voice starts running, but you can't lose 10 pounds because you're too inconsistent, and you can't lose 10 pounds because you always give up, and you can't lose 10 pounds because you're fucking shitty at showing up in your workouts, and you never show up for your workouts, and you start a program and you stop a program, and you can't eat healthy, and you don't eat healthy, and you're lazy, and you're tired, and you're this, and you're that, and there's never enough time, and you don't make enough money, and you can't do this, and your family's holding you back, and they don't want to do. It runs so quickly. That's the ego. I call that the bitch, okay? You need to become more self-aware so that you can shut that voice up, so that you have more control over that voice that is running off all of these BS. I call them limiting beliefs. I call them BS blocks, okay? I picture them. There is me, I'm right here. And at the end of the runway, at the end of this path is where I want to be, or what I want to accomplish. It's right there. And all of the limiting beliefs, all of those BS, bogus, toxic thoughts are these little obstacles in the way. And for me to get there, it's not a straight, clear, super easy task, right? I have to go and weave around. I have to climb over these things. I have to go underneath. I have to zigzag around. I need to get to the other part, but I'm not blocked. I am not like cut off. It's not a dead end. It's just that there's obstacles in the way, and those obstacles are these thoughts, are these limiting thoughts that are telling you you can't have, you can't be, you can't do. You need to do the work to overcome those thoughts. And that happens, and that can happen within your journal. So little things like, I want to accomplish blank. You're already in a state of gratitude, in a state of happiness. You're already super high vibey. You're like energetic. You're like a firefly buzzing around. And you're like, woohoo. Okay, that's you when you write out your gratitudes. Then right after that, you're going to write out, I am X, Y, and Z. Whatever your goals are. You can have one goal. You can have 5 goals. I don't care how many goals you have. And then you are writing out, why can't I have this? And you are getting out all of those obstacles that are in your head, you're writing them out. And my vision that I have when I am writing those things out is literally taking them from my mind, consuming space in my mind, consuming energy in my mind, and getting it out. The more I get rid of these limiting beliefs, these blocks that I have, these bullshit excuses as to why I can't accomplish what I desire, when I let that out, I let go. Now, here's the thing, is that it will take you many times. You might have to write out the same limiting belief, that same lie that your ego is telling you, that bitch voice is telling you, over and over and over again, day after day. That does not make you a failure. It does not mean that you are not succeeding at journaling. It's just what happens, okay? I write out the exact same fear or limiting belief over and over and over and over and over again. But one day, you are going to feel the feelings of believing it. And then all of a sudden, that's no longer a voice that you hear in your head. Now you have new ones, now you have new obstacles, and you can work through those. The process of journaling, to me, is getting rid of all of these lies, all of these negative, toxic voices inside your head. They're like little gremlins that I envision in my head. I'm a very visual person, tangible, like I said, and I envision all of these little gremlins, and they're going, hey, I'm going to stop her from accomplishing her goals. And I take those and throw them out. And then they duplicate again, because there's like one that's there. they duplicate themselves really, really, really quickly. And I have to get rid of them again. And it's a practice. The same way that you work out every single day, and there is never a point where you have to stop working out because now you're healthy enough for the rest of your life, the same thing applies with journaling. It's a practice. Same thing with meditation. It is a practice. And you are going to have times where you are crushing it and every single thing you write down is good. There are no blocks. There are no limiting beliefs. And then there's going to be times where maybe you go through 20 pages of BS limiting beliefs and you have to work through them. The document that I'm going to post right after this is it's like a 4-step process. This is what I do when I'm journaling. I write out my goal. I write out why I want it, because it's very important to know why will it serve you. And especially beyond just like why you want it, but why will it serve other people? Why is it good for you? Now, the key is that there's no judgments in this. There is no right and wrong to your desire. If you desire to make $1,000 today, then that's your desire. It's there on purpose, and there is no reason why that is wrong of you. If you desire it, it's totally possible. Make it happen. If you desire to lose 50 pounds, then do it. You can. There is no rule that says you cannot want that. You cannot accomplish that. And that is the work of the next few steps, which is, why do I feel I can't accomplish this? What is that limiting belief, the block, the lie that I'm telling myself? And then you will walk yourself through creating and writing a new story. And that is asking yourself, is this ultimately my truth? Is this really the reality? Is this true? I can't lose 15 pounds because I suck. Is this true? Well, no, I just am not being consistent with my workouts. So the truth is not that I suck, it's actually that I can be more consistent. Boom, right? I want to eat healthy, but I can't eat healthy because I'm lazy. Is this true? Well, no, I'm not lazy. It's just that I didn't plan. So now I know how to eat healthy because I have the tools to do so. I have a coach that I can ask questions because I don't quite understand this part or how I can do this. So let me ask her. And the ultimate truth is that I do have the tools in order to eat a healthier diet, in order to do better with my healthy eating. And all I need to do is plan accordingly. All I need to do is plan what I'm going to eat, and I can do this. That's the ultimate truth. All of these BS bogus lies that are in your head are just garbage, and you don't need to believe them. Does that make sense? So the process of journaling is getting rid of the toxic blocks that are in the way of you accomplishing whatever it is that you desire. So rule number one is that joy cannot, or fear cannot exist when joy is present. So that fear, those blocks, those limiting beliefs, they cannot exist when you are in a state of happiness, joy, love. It does not exist at the same time. They cannot coexist. Rule number two is that there are no rules when it comes to what you want. There are no rules. There are no right and wrong on what you desire. And number three is that those limiting beliefs, those blocks, they can be uncovered and they are not ultimately true. And you get to write a new belief system. And that new belief system, you can then create affirmations. And I've given you some examples of affirmations in that document that you can then tell yourself all the time. An affirmation that I'm telling myself right now as I am transitioning into eating gluten-free is, my body is worth feeling good. Food that I intake is gonna give me that energy. I have to constantly keep affirming myself, it is not hard to eat gluten-free. That's what I need to keep affirming myself, because I stopped and I was avoiding doing it for so long because I had these BS lies in my head that I was going to be incapable, that I was going to miss all of these foods, and that I was going to binge eat, and I was going to hate my life, and I was going, like, I had all of these toxic things. But in reality, my body is worth feeling good in. Okay? You can apply this tool to every single area of your life. Whether it is your health and fitness journey, it is your mindset journey, it is a career journey, it is a family, it has something to do with you and your family. Like, it doesn't matter what this is. I want you to go beyond just health and fitness. I do want you to pick some things that you, like some goals that you have, and work this journaling system with your health and fitness. But I also want you to take it beyond, and you can apply it to a business, you can apply it to your career, you can apply it to school, you can apply it to life, you can apply it to whatever it is that you want to apply it to, but do the steps. Okay, I went way longer than I was supposed to, but apparently it was good. I hope this was very helpful, and make sure that you download the PDF document that I'm about to upload. I love you guys so much, and if you have questions, drop them below, tag me in it. So make sure you go at and then tag me in it so that I can see the questions, because I don't always get notifications. I love you so much. Happy Monday, and crush it.